Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. And I'm going to try to do this video to get my mind off of something. We lost our sweet English bulldog, Mackie. He was 9 years old. We lost him suddenly. He collapsed and he came back for a few minutes and said goodbye to both of us and then peacefully passed away. But it was sudden, sad, and unexpected. So I figured I would do a video on these bowling balls to try to get my mind off of it and try to give us a little bit of a snicker today. But it's very sad. Hug your fur babies tight, guys, because it could happen anytime. I couldn't even get him to the vet. It happened so suddenly. But anyways, let's watch these guys, and I'm sure you guys have heard about the tire fiasco. Let's go see what he has to say about his flat tire. Thank you guys for watching. So I put this clip in first. He had gotten out of his car after his big old long talking about trying to get somebody to help him with his tire, and he was trying to show what happened to his jack. So I put this clip in first just to show that.
Instead of keeping on explaining this, because I know sometimes explanations doesn't go through just yet. Here's my jack. It's just style jack, right? That's what goes on the end of it. That's the flat tire. That's the stud and lug nut that I sheared completely off of it.
Well, Tim, that's going to cost us a lot more now. Now that you did that, that's going to cost us a lot more. Why'd you have to go shear that bolt off and the stud? How much is that going to cost us, RoboCop Ron? At least 100 more.
The first one, snap that sucker right off. So there's the jack. When I put that on there, I spin it around. I go to that number to keep me in camera. Okay, goes on there like that, right? Then I spin it. It's raising right now. As soon as it hits any kind of weight on it, collapses. So as soon as I spin, do that to hit another one, it's collapsing on me. So maybe that answers all questions about the jack. So hopefully that clarified everything with the jacks. I know how I was explaining it was kind of not the best explanation, so I can show it to you.
So Tim, does that mean we have to buy the jack too now? A floor jack? Is that what this is meaning? What does it mean? So your jack doesn't work, your tire's flat, and you need a ride.
To clarify it. So I hope everybody's seen that was asking about the jack. Said it's a liability if I use their jack. If the jack collapses or messes up while I'm using it, they're afraid I could turn around and sue them. So the only thing I'm asking is if anybody in this area has a jack we can use for a little while. Man.
Well, I know these bowling balls, and yes, I'm going to call them that, aren't that stupid to think that TikTok has all the answers. Stand out there by your car and ask somebody to borrow a jack. How is TikTok going to give you the jack? Because you want money.
The girl who's going to give us a ride, we haven't heard anything back from her. So if you're jacking a ride down to the place Wednesday, I'll buy you a cold Coca-Cola. We called it. If you're blocked on the main account, I will have to look on that the next time I get on the original account or main account. I will look at it and see if you're blocked on that one. If you are, I'll take care of it. So yeah, Ron said pull the car out in traffic and throw your flashers on.
Well, at the very least, stand outside by your car with your broken jack and let somebody know that that's what you need. You threw it on the ground. It looks suspicious. You're not that bright, are you?
You're right there. They'd pull up then. The girl didn't have a jack. She was waiting for her boyfriend to get off work. I don't think the boyfriend was too comfortable with her giving me a ride there, but I told Angela, I was like, that's kind of what I took from that. And I get that. If they had a jack, we got the tire off, I could load it in the car. Angela could ride with them. If you're watching, I know she sent that, but if you're watching, I understand completely. I wouldn't want Angela to get in the car with a guy that, we just barely know. But if you're watching again, I can load the tire in the back of the car. Angela can ride with you and just tell them the tire's for me. They'll unload it, load it back up, but we still have to get the jack before we can cross that bridge. Either way, it was very sweet over to walk over and offer the help, Hey, Mahana. But if anybody in the Dyersburg area has a jack and wouldn't mind spending a few minutes here.
He always says that Dyersburg area is a small town, and I live in a small town. Do you think if I got on TikTok and asked if anybody was in my area that could bring me a jack instead of standing out by my car and asking somebody that would get me anywhere? Nope. Well, they got 60 people watching them, Tim and Angela. And they think that somebody's in the Dyersburg area is going to be on here on TikTok scrolling and looking for them. Stand out by your car, genius.
Nikki, they told me I could borrow the jack, but I'd have to pay to use the jack. And if I pay to use it, well, it's not really borrowing if I'm doing that. I'd have to pay them to use the jack. So Appreciate that, Ron. Yeah, I'm just hoping somebody in the Dyersburg area sees this live. They got a jack. They can swing by here, help us out with the jack for a few minutes. Maybe if you got time to kill, you don't want to leave your jack with me, run me out there to get the tire, bring it back, load it up, and on payday, I'll buy you a cold Coca-Cola.
So if anybody's willing to lend them the jack, drive them and use their gas, drive them back to put the tire on, he's going to buy you a $2.69 cold Coca-Cola. Well, that's really nice of you, Tim.
I mean, I would. So, and then I called around some other places real quick to, one place could come out here, jack it up and everything. My jack, as soon as it started getting any weight on it, it would just collapse right back down. It's a scissor jack, and any kind of weight on it all would collapse right back down. Yeah, everybody keeps on telling me to get roadside, but that's something I got to do. Well, next time I pay my insurance, I'm definitely going to see how much the roadside service is, because it would.
Well, bowling ball, that's not going to happen because you haven't even bought tags for your car yet, and it's been like months and months, 6-8 months. I'm really surprised your insurance company isn't demanding you have that thing registered. I know mine, after 30 days with the temporary on there from the dealer, they demand it. They want the registration, the insurance. Right now, probably doesn't even have insurance.
Roadside's not doing me any good when the only thing I need is a jack and a way to get to the tire. I have the way to get to the tire. I just got to get the tire off the car. Lug nuts are already broke free. I just need to jack it up, pull the tire off of it.
Oh, we know that, bowling ball. We know. You haven't been Reverend Tim in this one, so I can't even call you Rev Tim or Pastor Tim. Bowling ball. We know you sheared off those bolts and those studs, so that's going to be the next money grab, huh? Tires wobbling.
Throw it in someone's vehicle, go get the new tire, come back, throw it on, and we'll be going down the road again. So thank goodness it's cooler today, but you need to plug a little fan up, a little air circulating. I do work today. That's why I'm trying to get this taken care of now. Got the money for the tire, know where the tire's at, got a ride to get to the tire. My jack does not work. So, and I can't even reach out to him right now for anything. So, few people that I know has a jack, they're at work right now. Mm-hmm. We located the tire, got the tire situation taken care of. Was trying to take the tire off because then we got the ride situation taken care of to go get the spare. And now I'm at a jack situation. And like I said, I'm just hoping that someone in our area might come across our live and be like, hey, because I done put it out on Facebook and stuff. Be like, hey, I got you with the jack, man. Jack, man. So, and I appreciate anybody thinking about, ways to help and everything, guys. I do. I really do. The 401 idea was a good idea.
He appreciates suggestions on ways to help, but he doesn't want ways to help, guys. He wants money to help. So he really wants money for a jack and maybe a ride. He wants money. Is the bottom line. That's why he's on TikTok.
I scrolled through my phone list while ago, and I was just like, they're at work, they're at work, they're at work. The one guy that's not at work doesn't have a jack of his own. So it's kind of twiddling my thumbs at this point. Tires ready to take off, lug nuts are loose, jack it up and take the tire off and go get the new one, put it back on. It's taking us longer to find the jack and stuff than it would be to get the tire changed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Kush, I don't have the money to do that. If I bought a jack, I wouldn't have enough money to buy the tire. So, it's kind of...
Bingo. Just like Kimberly said, Kush, that's an idea. Yeah, how about he buy a jack? Yeah, that's why he's on here, because he wants money. He wants money to buy a jack and then probably take it back. He'll use it, take it back.
Because we have people do that at my job all the time. Somebody did that yesterday with a bunch of stuff. I'd have to buy one from work, but it's
That's funny. He said maybe I would have to buy one at work. So maybe he does work at Harbor Freight, which is good for him. He needs to be working. Definitely needs to be picking up more hours and time. But nobody at work would let you use a jack. That's crazy.
If I bought a jack, I couldn't buy the tire, so I would be in the situation of going, okay, so now we got to figure out how to get the tire again. Buy a jack, use it, take it back. Debbie, they're at work right now. That's the problem. The people that I know has one that would come out here in the blink of an eye are at work. Done asked everybody in the store. The one girl said she didn't have a jack in her vehicle. Her husband had the jack.
So stand outside your car, Tim. Are you too lazy?
And the other girl didn't have a vehicle. And I've been asking people as they pull up, but not having any luck. I ain't been asking in the last little while because I've been on here, but I was asking people, and not really a whole lot of luck asking someone to let me borrow their jack for I don't know how long, and I don't know them. Honestly, it feels like when I ran my hand along the tire wall it feels like I had wires showing on the back of it. So chances are the tire was probably worn out. I don't know.
I think it is, but I'm not sure.
So he said he felt across the back and he felt the steel belts, the wires on the tire, whatever. That tire was probably worn out when he put it on there. So he knew a tire was of the essence. Like time was of the essence on that. And he didn't even care.
That's the one you talked to a lot up here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you think it is. Hey, because when it happened on the front driver's side, and I pulled that tire off, it was rough on the inside of it. And I think this one up here just wore out too, because the back still looked pretty good. So I've actually got the spare setting on the back. So I don't think I ran over a nail, but it's not like the tire's not fixable. It's not holding any type of air. I just think the tire got to the point of it was worn out, and that's where it stopped.
Yeah, bowling balls, your car needs maintenance. It probably needs tires, and you'll work 4 hours a day. You need a second job. Quit getting on TikTok and begging strangers for money. You should be out standing by your car right now. Knock this off.
So, but if anybody in the Dyersburg, Newbern, Dyer County area that has a jack, a few minutes to kill, would mind swinging by, letting me use your jack. Guys, y'all would be a lifesaver right now. Hey, Abundance. The car takes a 215 55 17, and I've got the tire. I got a spare tire located for $40. They're holding it for me. Got the money for the spare tire. Finally got a ride for it. Went to get everything out. My jack won't lift the car up. So I'm telling you right now, the only family close by that would help is at work. So and by the time they get off work, get here, I have to be at work. So it's kind of like the situation of by the time they get off work, get back home. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've been asking people. Right now, it's kind of slow.
It is.
I done asked everybody who's went inside a while ago, and there's really ain't been nobody come in. The farm guy, the PARAM, whatever it is, the HVAC guy doesn't have one. Now, Abundance, I didn't get the roadside on it. So, yeah, she's going to give us a ride, but she doesn't have a jack that fit it. So if anybody in the Dyersburg area who's seeing this live and you have a jack and a few minutes to kill, or if you'll just loan me a jack, tell me where to drop it back off at when I'm done, holler at a guy. They told me I would have to pay to use their jack. But then I still have the problem of I can't get it. Because then I'd have to find a ride down there to get a jack, back here, jack it up, back down there, then back here again. So, and then if I paid them to use their jack, I don't have the money to buy their tire. I can't afford to pay any towing, though. That's my one thing. I can't afford to. It won't hold any air, Deb. I tried putting air in it when I first got over here, and it will not hold any air. That would be amazing. We're at Casey's Maroon Lincoln MKZ. We're actually not too far away from that towing where he's located at. That would be amazing if he would do that. Brittany on here said her friend works for his towing that's right over here. It's new towing. Said he would bring a jack over to us, bring his jack. If she can get that lined up, that would be...
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome. I can jack it up, get it off, get it on, and drop it right back off over to him.
Well, you guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys always get a laugh out of this, and I'm really only just trying to make awareness so nobody sends him money, but we don't want to ruin his job or anywhere he has to live. We don't want to do that. Just don't send him money because he is a scammer. That's the only thing my awareness is about. Do not send him money because he's a liar. Anyway, hug your fur babies close, guys. And I'll make a little video with Big Mac in it. Leave a comment.